Come on, right now this is the biggest fight in boxing. Come on, third fight for us, Canelo, everybody knows Canelo, just it's the biggest gift for people who really like boxing. Everybody's different situation, different way, different everything, like, come on. Last fight in Canelo, he looked different, not like a 168, 75, no, because different.
Gennady Golovkin would surely extend congratulations to Terence Crawford for an outstanding performance against Canelo. Moving up 2 weight classes is never easy.
Like I said, a lot of people doubted me. A lot of people said I haven't fought anybody. I can't sell. I don't have no personality. They just wrote me off for years and years, and it all came to a halt tonight.
Especially when facing a fighter of Canelo's stature and experience. Crawford showed excellent discipline, timing, and ring generalship, landing clean shots, using movement and controlling the distance. By unanimous decision, he became undisputed super middleweight champion, a historic achievement. Golovkin would probably acknowledge the technical skills Crawford displayed.
Look like he's improving and getting better.
Marcos, I told you just, every opponent gives you different, every fight is different.
So you think
I don't feel like, more power, more speed. No, he stayed the same, just.
His combination work, his defense, and how he avoided Canelo's power when required. It's a victory that adds to Crawford's legacy and one Golovkin would respect deeply. As for Canelo, losing this match must be difficult. But in boxing, losses are part of the journey, even for legends. Golovkin would probably recognize that Canelo entered with confidence, as always, and that he has accomplished so much in the sport. A loss doesn't erase past glories. In this bout, Canelo struggled to adjust fully to Crawford's style. He may have been unable to figure him out, to use his own words after the fight.
You look at his career, mention one elite fighter. Just mention me one elite fighter.
Especially given Crawford's movement and ring IQ. Still, Canelo showed heart, resilience, and never stopped fighting. Respectfully, Golovkin might say that this setback could be a learning moment. The strategies, timing, and adaptation in the ring are always evolving. While it's a loss, it doesn't define everything about Canelo's place in the sport.
The fighting pride of Omaha, Nebraska, USA.
He has been dominant for so many years. Golovkin would likely encourage him to come back, study what went wrong, refine his approach, and keep pushing the limits. This loss can motivate rather than diminish, especially for a champion like Canelo. Crawford didn't just beat Canelo. He installed a new operating system mid-fight and left him buffering on dial-up. This wasn't boxing, this was Bud giving a TED Talk on how to erase your opponent's soul in real time. Fighters aren't ducking him anymore, they're forming support groups. Man had a whole...
First 3 rounds, I felt like I was in control. I think he was trying to figure me out.
Did you feel that you were frustrating him? He tried to lift you up, he headbutted you. Were you sensing that you were frustrating him?
Of course, he was a little frustrated in there, but that's part of...
Arena of killers suddenly checking their calendars like, nah, my dog's wedding that weekend. Look, Bud doesn't win fights, he conducts interventions. He doesn't just outbox you, he exposes your Wi-Fi password, hacks your confidence, and shuts down your entire power grid. Round by round, he takes your swagger, your plan B, then your self-esteem. By the time he's done, you're sitting in the corner asking your trainer for emotional support, not water. And then plot twist of the century.
We already know, we knew Crawford is a great fighter, and I did what I supposed to do, right? I tried for every way, and I trained really hard, and he deserved all the credit. No, I try my best tonight, and I just cannot figure out the.
Canelo steps to the mic and drops a confession like he's at Sunday service. No excuses, no shade, just straight up, everything about Crawford messed me up. Translation: the whole exam was written in alien hieroglyphics. And then he went full mic drop by saying Bud is way better than Mayweather. Read that again. That's like a Marvel villain announcing the new hero is scarier than Thanos. Think about how wild that is. For years, Mayweather's name was the cheat code, the ceiling nobody broke.
Or like, have you been hit by anybody that strong before?
I've been hit harder.
No, in a real fight, not a sparring.
In a real fight. Not Avanesian, but Mean Machine hit harder than Canelo, to me, to be honest.
Congratulations.
Canelo just vaulted Crawford over that ceiling with one comment. If you're sitting at 154, 160, or 168 hearing that, you're suddenly unreachable, like you're on airplane mode in the Bermuda Triangle. Respect to Canelo, though no glove conspiracy, no ring size complaints, no my walkout music messed up, just pure honesty. Meanwhile, Bud's somewhere sharpening his counters, probably sipping tea out of a mug labeled career ender. Boxing's got a new boogeyman, and he's not knocking on the door, he's already in the living room redecorating. Just when you thought Canelo's press conference was the mic drop moment,
it looked like Canelo Alvarez almost wanted to walk off at one point.
Yeah, I mean, he was frustrated, and it is frustrating to try and fight a guy, and you want to fight, but this guy's moving.
Just made like a whole resume of stuff tonight.
It means a lot to me because, you know, anybody can be a nobody, like I said, you know, and that's all they say I've been fighting is nobodies. So what can they say now? Somebody tell me, what can you say now?
And say congratulations.
Abel Sanchez slid in sounding like that no-nonsense uncle at the family cookout who's seen more smoke than a BBQ pit. The guy's literally been in the opposite corner of Canelo, so when he calls Crawford not flawless but exceptional, that's not shade, that's gospel. I'm sitting here like, Abel, if that wasn't flawless, you want Bud to moonwalk while throwing bolo uppercuts? Still, you gotta love it. Full props to Bud, full props to Bomac. And then he lobs the line of the night Canelo was the best version of himself and Crawford still folded him like a fitted sheet. That's the kind of statement that makes fighters quietly delete their call Bud out TikToks before the algorithm catches them. And Abel? Ice cold honesty, no rematch talk. Said straight up, it'd be pointless.
What happens to Canelo after this? It don't matter. He's made a big statement for not only Mexico or the pride of Mexico, but for all Latinos right there. Crawford is on his way, continuing to create.
I was actually amazed at the way how Terence Crawford moved and, you know, never got hit. And threw combinations because that's what you're supposed to do, throw combinations. So he threw combinations. He wasn't trying to knock out
That's like asking Jordan to replay a YMCA pickup game museum that masterpiece and leave it alone. Then Timothy Bradley storms in like a revival preacher who just found Bud Crawford written in the Dead Sea Scrolls. Forget analysis. This was a full-blown testimony. Man said he had dreams about Bentleys and belt buckles, and I'm like, Tim, did Crawford beat Canelo or repossess your Range Rover? That's how deep he was in it. But it's beautiful because Bradley says out loud what fans scream at the TV. He's over here clowning doubters, handing out verbal subpoenas for apology videos, and reminding the world Crawford's name should be typed in all caps, with bold italics and maybe fireworks. This wasn't commentary. It was a sermon with footnotes. Man had more heat than Canelo's walkout pyro, and I was buckled in for every decibel. Crawford's not just in the driver's seat, he's got the keys, the title, and the GPS rerouting boxing history. Every choice he makes is a headline waiting to happen, and every opponent is basically an unpaid extra in the Crawford cinematic universe. And then there's Canelo, the shapeshifter of boxing, the man who survived eras, weight jumps, and stylistic minefield. How do you break down a dude who can control distance like a drone pilot, erase your power, and turn every mistake into a counter highlight? Canelo's got the tools, but the chessboard just got more complex and the pawns have teeth now. Canelo has built a resume on bending styles to his will slugging with Golovkin, countering Kovalev, walking down Plant, and outclassing smaller names with pressure and precision. But Bud isn't just another style to solve, he's a layered puzzle. He fights southpaw or orthodox with equal menace, switches rhythm mid-combination, and forces you to fight his fight even when you think you're dictating pace. Every inch of the ring becomes a data point for him. For Canelo, this isn't only about physical adjustments, it's mental warfare. He'll have to manage output, timing, and footwork like never before, blending patience with violence. This is a test of who can adapt faster, whose instincts stay sharper deeper into the championship rounds, and who can impose their will when the margins shrink. This isn't just a fight. It's a collision of two high-level systems, and only one can come out unscrambled. So what's next? Rematch Bud? Chase another monster at 168? Play mad scientist with a new style? Every move matters because the margin for error just shrank to a hairline fade. Boxing's throne room is open, but only to the fighters who can reinvent themselves fast enough. Drop your hottest takes in the comments, no ducking, no ghosting. We're running this debate heavy, and don't forget, like, share, and subscribe to Boxing HQ. We bring the smoke, the memes, and the receipts every single time. See you in the next round, Fight Fam.